After reading the previous 6 chapters, you might be saying, anarchism does sound pretty cool, but I don't want to blindly jump into it. Give me the details of how an anarchist society would function. Alright, let's see if we can do that. My name is Sean, and welcome to Germinal. Malatesta makes a list of many questions that anarchists might face. What methods will be used to teach children? How will production be organized? Will there still be large cities, or will the population be evenly distributed over the whole surface of the earth? And supposing all the inhabitants of Siberia should want to spend the winter in Nice? And if everyone were to want to eat partridge and drink wine from the Chianti district? And who will do a miner's job or be a seaman? And who will empty the privies? And will sick people be treated at home or in hospital? And who will establish the railway timetable? And what will be done if an engine driver has a stomach ache while the train is moving? Malatesta does recognize that most of these questions are extremely important, but it would be absurd to expect definitive answers from an anarchist. If you do, then you have failed to understand what anarchism is about. We are no more prophets than anyone else, says Malatesta. It would be weird for us to prescribe particular ways of functioning for tomorrow's societies, since by doing that, we'd pretty much become a government ourselves. What we think works now could work better a different way tomorrow. We don't know how people will perform without domination and without poverty, without struggling amongst each other. It's hard to predict how much will develop economically and scientifically once all the resources we create will be invested to benefit everybody. Maybe we could put a lot of resources into automation to free people from work, or maybe that won't be possible. We'll see the problems that face us as a community and solve them as a community. What is important is that a society should be brought into being in which the exploitation and domination of man by man is not possible, in which everybody has free access to the means of life, of development, and of work, and that all can participate, as they wish and know how, in the organization of social life. In such a society, obviously, all will be done to best satisfy the needs of everybody within the framework of existing knowledge and conditions. And all will change for the better with the growth of knowledge and the means. So, anarchism isn't an end goal. We don't believe that once anarchy is completed, everything will be fixed and everything will be fine. We will still face problems. Anarchism isn't an end goal. It's a method. There are 2 popular non-anarchist methods: authoritarianism and liberalism. Authoritarianism believes that a minority can make decisions for the majority, which inevitably leads to oppression as seen earlier. Liberalism, not in the American progressive sense, but in the classical sense, the promotion of liberties, defense of property, reduction of government, etc., is the ideology the Western world subscribes to right now. Liberalism, of course, does not defend liberty for all, but only for the powerful, as they have the liberty to exploit the powerless, which leads, again, to authority. This does not lead to harmony, but to more tensions in society, as it promotes the each for him or herself principle, competition. So, what is the anarchist method? The victory of the principle of solidarity through the abolition of property. This means that everybody will be needed to collectively decide how to organize, and that's what anarchy points you towards. Not to a solution, but a way for you to find a solution. Don't rely on authority, and don't rely on me or any other anarchists to tell you how to build a better society. Rely on yourself. Through trial and error, through the counseling of academics, and by considering the needs and wishes of everybody, you can find a solution, along with your community, to the questions you're asking. Anarchism empowers you. If you remember at the beginning of this episode, the first question asked to anarchists was, what methods will be used to teach children? Here's Malatesta's answer. We don't know. So, what will happen? Parents, pedagogues, and all who are concerned with the future of the young generation will come together, will discuss, will agree or divide according to the views they hold, and will put into practice the methods which they think are the best. And with practice, that method which in fact is the best will in the end be adopted. Now, apply this to all the questions asked at the beginning of the episode. This is the answer. Anarchy, in common with socialism, has as its basis, its point of departure, its essential environment, equality of conditions. Its beacon is solidarity, and freedom is its method. It is not perfection. It is not the absolute ideal which, like the horizon, recedes as fast as we approach it, but it is the way open to all progress and all improvements for the benefit of everybody. For next episode, we'll be talking about chapter 8 and 9 as they strongly complement each other. We'll look over one last argument against anarchism, see what we've learned, and talk a bit about revolution.